It's a mask for a short film I'm working on. I'm just, you know, the eye holes in this thing are like super small. Look how little that is. Who can see through that? So I don't know. I'm probably not gonna use this mask. I thought it was kind of cool, kind of funny, whatever. So when it comes to post-production, the more organized you are, the better. If you don't have a system right now for organizing your post workflow and all of that, you may be okay if you're doing like really small projects, but as soon as those projects get a little bigger, you can start running into problems. If you've ever had to open a project that you've done years ago, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You just burn a lot of time trying to figure out where and what everything is. Also, who hates making folders? Raise your hand. It sucks, especially if you're making the same kinds of folders like again and again and again. Wouldn't it be nice if we could automate all this business with the folders so that we don't have to waste our time doing repetitive tasks? Well, there is such a beautiful thing, and it doesn't cost you a dime. Digital Rebellion makes this tool called Haste. I've been using it for a couple of years now. Just game changer. Just game changer? I can't believe it's free. They should actually charge for this because it's amazing. I would pay good money for this. So Haste is a project management tool that allows you to set up like templates for your projects. You can create one master template and just like populate it with everything you can think of that you would possibly need. And whenever you're making a new project, you could just go to that template and done. The bad news, you gotta make these templates first. It might take you some time. Think about everything you could possibly need, plan it out, take 30 minutes, make yourself a template. It could take you 2 hours to do this. It depends on your workflow. It depends on how thorough you are. The good news, the templates are easy to make. Once you make them, it saves you like loads of time on the back end. It's gonna work both for Mac and PC. So let me just show you how this works, bro. So after you download it, first thing, go to your template editor. Boom. The software has preloaded project templates from common applications like Premiere, Final Cut, etc. You can use those or you can make your own. I much prefer making my own. Go down here and click add and create your own template, but there's a better way to do this. It's much easier to make it elsewhere and import the file structure. So I'm just gonna go to my documents and make a master folder here. Boom, new folder. We're just gonna call this Darius Short Film. So the first folder I'm gonna make, project folder. I'm gonna do the alphanumeric thing, so we'll say 01 projects, 02 media, boom, 03 exports, 04 documents, done. And now under projects, let's make some more folders here. We're gonna make a folder for our Premiere project, so we'll say 01 Premiere, 02 Photoshop, boom, Audition files, boom, it's for Adobe Audition. All right, let's backtrack out and let's make some more folders in media. Footage, audio, and I want to make a folder for my proxies. 02 proxies, BTS. We need a folder for music. Got it. I like to make a folder just for my sound effects. So we'll go 05 sound effects, 06 ADR, 07 Foley, and we'll make one final folder for promotions for like our thumbnails, movie posters, and whatnot. We'll just call it promotional. Sounds good. So under production footage, let's make some folders in there. So usually you're shooting multiple days, right? We're gonna make a folder for each day. So we'll say day 1, just make 5 days here, day 5. So now we got 5 days worth of shooting. If you go that far, great. If you don't, well, you got 5. Let's go into day 1. You shoot video and audio separately if you're recording on a separate dedicated audio recorder. So we're gonna make individual folders for that, right? So let's go 01 for video, 02 for audio. Booyah. And now usually when you're shooting, you go through more than just one card, right? So let's make a couple folders for the cards. Card 01, card 02. So now we got at least 2 cards. I'm gonna copy these 2 folders, right? And then I'm gonna paste them in the other days. So I'm not gonna have to redo those. Now we've got 5 days worth of folder structures made for us. Hashtag booyah. Let's make some folders and exports here. Rough cut, pause, final cut. Well, we'll call it final renders. That sounds better. So that way you're not confusing your rough from your final cuts. Let's backtrack. Documents. Let's make a couple of folders in here. So you usually have a script with your short, right? Let's make somewhere to store that so we don't have to go looking for that bad boy. Contracts, right? Because we need those. So all I've got to do is drag over that file structure that I created into Haste. And we just copy that entire folder structure over. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. This video is actually sponsored by me. I've been working really hard on a starter sound course for you guys, for like the beginners out there. This is kind of my first step in like demystifying all the technical crap around getting sound so that you can focus on just making films. I've actually been working on a few courses over the last 10 months. That's like a whole other story, but that's part of the reason why I haven't been able to upload as frequently. This sound course is not finished yet. I am actually still working on it, but I'm really excited to bring it to you guys. If you're interested, I will leave a link in the description section to an email list. If you join that email list, you will be among the first few peeps to know once that course is officially finished and we launch it out. As always, keep hustling, learn something new every day, and let's just get back to the video. We can add template project files from Premiere as well, or whatever editing application you're using. I'm gonna open up Premiere. We're gonna call the project file template, and we're just gonna save it to the desktop here. Files. So now we've got our project file. We'll just reset the whole layout here. Boom. So let's make a few bins here. Sequences, footage, audio, music, and let's make one for titles as well. Some of you YouTubers need a bin for your titles. Whatever layout you create, it's gonna save that layout. So I'm just resetting the layout for this demo purpose, but you know, you can rearrange and do whatever you wanna do with your deal. Totally up to you. Also, if you're doing this for a YouTube type deal, you can make a bin for your graphics and title intros and whatnot, and then you can just drag in what sort of like bumpers or stingers you already have, and then whenever you open up your template, it's already gonna be there ready to go. But I don't need that for short films, so I'm gonna go ahead on and delete that. Save all of the things that we just did, exit. So here is that Adobe Premiere template file that I just created. Next thing we're gonna do, we're just gonna drop that sucker right into our Premiere folder here. So we're gonna drag, drop, boom. Now, the beautiful thing about this is because it is called template, the software will automatically rename your project file every time you open it. It's part of the setup. Just beautiful. Beautiful feature. Now let's say we want to make a new project, right? We're just going to go over to new project. We're going to add a name to it. So I'll just name this yo example booyah sha cause y'all know my style. There's some other options we can click here. New project number, we'll just say D4. We'll keep that. Client, we're not working with any clients. It's a short film. It's automatically gonna date it. Awesome. User, they don't need it, so I'm gonna delete it. Whatever you delete, if you look down here, you'll see a preview of what the project file is gonna be named right down here. If you leave any sections blank, it won't be added to the project file name. And now last, we wanna select the template we wanna use up here. So I'm gonna go ahead on and click example short film template. Hit create project. It's gonna save it to the desktop. Sure, that's fine for our purposes anyway. And boom, we have our new master project renamed, and we're ready to go. And if we go all the way to the Premiere projects, boom, there's our Premiere project, relabeled the name of the project and everything. And if we open our Premiere project, we have all of our template bins down here. I legit use this for every project. I have templates for short films, client work, YouTube videos, BTS videos. What else have I used the template for? I don't really shoot many music videos, but if I did, I'd probably make a template for that. Pretty much, if I find myself making the same types of folders over and over and over again, I'm gonna automate that mofo, bruh. Hashtag real talk. Save yourself some time, stop making folders, get organized, get some automation in your life, bruh. For real, it's a game changer. I will link to Haste, the software, in the description section, as well as a link to that email list I was telling you about for the sound course that we're still working on. And as always, keep those cameras rolling. If you learn something new every single day, over time, you will know a ton. Fam, keep hustling. D-Bird out.